Go ahead, Delos.
Yeah, you guys ready to get underway?
Yep, we're just about to pick up the anchor.
3 days ago, Colin and I ignited a long-awaited rivalry, a pivotal race to break the tie of our very own Cruisers Regatta Cup.
First one went to Parlay, second one went to Delos.
Because we kind of want to win. I want to give this everything we can right now.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
And here we are today, on the third day of the race, facing the wrath of a formidable squall, which has left both Kaz and I feeling a lot less enthusiastic than the start of this montage.
Oh, the conditions this morning are in the whole night, which is horrific.
Yeah, it's not nice.
I took a seasickness pill and I gave Sierra one straight away in the morning too, because I don't think I can handle any puking today.
It's been a heck of a day. It was really bad this morning, like really bad. As soon as the wind came above 15 knots, that's when Delos really gets powered up. So we made some pretty serious miles, and now we're 11 miles ahead of them. But now we're stuck on our third reef. Did something weird with the furler last night during one of the squalls. You know, I was doing that squall drill where the squall comes up, the wind comes up, I'd furl in, and you know, I don't know if I overloaded it, but it blew the breaker. But we're kind of stuck on our third reef. So we're gonna lose a little bit of speed there, but we only have 109 miles to go. Good to see you up, Kaz.
Oh my
We're
God.
down all day.
That was a rough day for me.
It's a rough day for everybody.
The seasickness pills, I should only take a half of one and not a whole one. I feel like it was almost worse than being seasick, to be honest. I felt like I was drugged almost. Like I was so tired, I could not even stand up, and I just felt like super dizzy, and when I tried to look at things, my eyes were kind of flickering.
I do have good news though. Colin's 11 miles behind us.
Woo!
And we are 99.4 miles away from our destination, ETA 6 a.m.
And with the finish line fast approaching, Parlay was gearing up to shorten the gap.
Okay, it's just gone past midnight. We are 40 miles away from the finish line, and we are 6 miles behind Delos.
There's a boat back there.
You think it is?
It's 20 knots out here, and I got full sail up. Every now and then, you got to push the boat to its limits, which is now.
Yeah, he's not gonna catch us now.
Really? They've been creeping up pretty fast, about 1 mile an hour.
So I put full main up, we got full sail, everything. And I'm just keeping that wind between 18 and 20. So when it goes up towards 20, I'll bear away a little bit. When it drops, I'll come back into the wind.
Dang, they must be cruising.
Yeah.
So if we're doing 9s and 10s and Dallas are doing 8s and 9s, we've got a chance of catching them. Last 38 miles, let's go.
Hell yeah!
Sun's just coming up. It's 5:58, so we'll call it 6 a.m. I've just been sailing back and forth outside of the pass. So these are atolls here. An atoll generally has one or maybe two passes, and the pass allows you to go from the outside of the atoll to inside, and the inside is actually just a big lagoon. You can just start to see it right now. See the atoll? Very low lying. But the pass is not that wide and it's not that deep. And the inside of the lagoon is riddled with what they call bommies. So bommies are just like these coral heads that come up from the bottom to the surface, and it's uncharted and they're everywhere. So it is quite literally just like a minefield. So it's all visual navigation. We want to go in on a flood, which means the water's going in, so it will help us into the lagoon. The tide coming out can be so strong that we couldn't really motor up into it. It can be, 5, 6, 7 knots. It can, or even more in some cases, depending on the atoll. Parlay.
Okay, we're at the pass. It's 7 a.m. so it's not ideal light. The sun's over there. Really want to be doing this with the light over us, but yeah, we're very close.
Hey there, Parlay. Coming up on the pass here, I think we're gonna tuck the bow up into it and see what the current's doing, and if it's good, head into the lagoon. The sun, I wish the sun was a little bit higher, but I don't really want to wait and miss the current if it is good, or the tide, I mean.
Copy that, right behind you.
So we took the lead, edging slowly towards the pass. I was on extra high alert, using just about every bit of information I had at my disposal.
So this is the forward scan sonar. It's pretty cool. You can see the bottom here, and I'm able to see at least 90 meters in front of us, so that's about 6 or 7 boat lengths. It gives me at least warning to slow down or turn or something. And I've got the Google Earth charts going, which are working pretty well. You can see that bombie we just passed, so that's accurate. So, plus of course Kaz out on the bow, and she's confirming everything, asking if it's where it should be on Google Earth. So far so good, Kaz? So far, okay.
And they're bigger than I thought.
Yeah, they are. All right, we made it through the pass. We're in 25 meters of water. There's bombies all around us.
But eventually, we cleared the hazards and breathed a big sigh of relief. The sail turned out to be far more testing than any of us had anticipated. But as soon as we laid our eyes on this breathtaking place, all the challenges seemed to evaporate into thin air. This atoll, a tranquil oasis of untouched beauty, welcomed us with open arms. Surrounded by endless azure waters and pristine shores, it was a piece of paradise, now ours to savor and enjoy to the fullest.
We made it! Woo!
Beauty.
Whoa.
Look at this place, huh?
I know.
Our new home for a little while.
What a paradise.
Good job. High five. I love you.
I love you too.
Give me them hugs. You tired?
With the anchor set, the race was officially complete, but one very important order of business remained.
Yeah, we're just going over the race. We took pretty similar tracks, but also kind of different. You started heading towards it a lot earlier, and you guys were at one point 25 miles more west than us.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no, and I said to the camera, I was like, there's no way we'll catch them. But then when we made our turn, we all of a sudden had really good wind, and we kind of just started sailing really quick.
It's 20 knots out here and I got full sail up. The only time I ever push the boat like this is when we're racing. I'd normally not even consider doing this. Probably have 2 reefs in right now.
We were pushing it to the absolute max.
I was feeling so sick. Oh, it's a tough night tonight. I was so over it too. I was like, should we just stop sailing? Like, I hate this.
It was tough though.
It was so tough.
The night of squalls was like a breaking point for me. I was like, if we weren't making our course, I'd be really upset. But
I'm just like impressed how
you guys sailed the
these
shit out of this
boats
boat.
like kind of. I mean, they go well. Like they're kind of the same speed. Like that we came
Yeah, it's
that
amazing.
close to each other at the finish line. I was like baffled. I was like, that's
within
crazy.
2 miles, right?
Yeah.
You can't make
3
this
days
up.
at sea. It's crazy.
So who won?
Wow.
Right, so
Well-
we came in, as you guys saw on our footage, we came in, it was just about a mile behind you.
Parlay did in fact cross the finish line a little over a mile behind us, leaving us with line honors. But before the race, we agreed to a motoring penalty, which would add any engine hours to the final time. So with that accounted for, Parlay wins on corrected time by an incredibly slim 9 minutes. What a close race.
Good race, guys.
Yeah, man.
These guys.
I'm just hanging out with you.
Yeah, man, it's been
Real
fun.
good.
Boys and girls.
And so, staying true to our word, we put together a sushi feast.
Big reveal. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Oh my
That is a plate full of tuna.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, all right.
Well, that was great. Yay! Good. For a first roll, I'm impressed. It's a little loose.
We then took to the beach for a well-deserved celebration, bidding farewell to Colin and his crew who were setting sail early the next day. So we cracked open a few cold ones and made a bonfire for everyone to enjoy.
You're gonna put the wood in the fire, okay? Ready? Yeah, we do. You're gonna throw it in.
It's big. You got to be careful because it's hot. Whoa! Good job.
There you go. Yeah.
Hey!
Now we watch. You getting hot? Can you?
You guys both have the same face when you're watching the fire. And they're like, look at them.
Fire, good. So far this place is absolutely fantastic, and it's pretty much everything I love about an anchorage. The water's clear, the islands are beautiful, there's sandy beaches, and there's a constant breeze, which is keeping the boat at a reasonable temperature. And the other cool thing about that is this season, my goal is to learn how to wing foil. So I've been kiteboarding or kite surfing for a couple years now, and I'm a bit rusty because I haven't done it in a while because it wasn't good in Mexico and it wasn't good in the Marquesas. But yesterday I got up and I zipped around for about an hour and it just felt so good. So the next goal is to do it with the actual wing itself.
And to help me with my goal,
Good morning, Brooke.
Morning.
Did I tell you there would be YouTube videos involved?
No, but I guess one could assume.
This is our friend Brooke. We met in Tahalata and she's gonna be my training buddy today. How's it?
That feels good.
Does it feel good? You can really feel the pressure on it, huh?
up first was Brooke to show me how it's done.
There she goes.
Brooke makes it look easy, but getting the foil out of the water is no easy task. But I was determined to finally get it right today.
Nice one, bro.
It's a beautiful spot here. Oh my god. Oh, sun is shining. The boat is still. We have breeze, but we can get protection from the wind. It's pretty amazing.
Mana?
Oh, the flies are silly.
Over on our side, class was officially in session. I was starting to get the hang of standing up and going, even if not for very long. But I was dead set on nailing this. As my confidence steadily grew, I began to pick up the pace, which helped maintain my stability. I felt like I was finally getting closer to being able to lift this thing out of the water. By now, I had the balance down and was almost zipping along with enough speed. Now all I had to do was blend those two elements just right, and bam, I'd be lifted out of the water, chasing that feeling everyone talks about. The sensation of flying over the waves.
Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then finally, it happened.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour.
Up next on Delos, we get deep into the island life. Meet some curious new friends. And as provisions get low, we start to get a little creative with our hunter-gatherer techniques.
Got one! The hard hat method is proven now. We have so much freaking crab that it just keeps going. Don't you just love it when people come up and try and talk to you when you're intently flying the drone? Hey, what are you doing there? How's it look? I know where we are. Look at that camera.
Brian was like, how did we get Colin to go to this tour with us? I'm like, just tell him to be that we were raised. That's a great idea.